Hey guys, Alaha here. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. And if you're an existing subscriber, how you doing? Welcome back. Thanks for joining me. So today I'm going to be showing you this look here. Everything is airbrushed, but I did not use a TEMPTU AirPod Pro. I actually used the traditional compressor and gun. So that being said, if you want to learn how to get this look, please stay tuned and I would love to show you how to do that. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is go in with my paint pot by MAC Cosmetics in the shade Soft Ochre, and I just use this to neutralize my lids and act as a primer. Then I go in with my shadow shield and I apply this to act as a guard for my eyeshadow because I don't want the airbrush eyeshadow to get everywhere. This is the gun I'll be using today. This is in the shade Ash Brown. This is the Root Touch Up by TEMPTU, and I just use a stencil and I kind of guide it around my face, and I'm sorry, not my face, my eyebrows, to get the perfect shape for myself. I use the edges of the stencils because there isn't going to be a perfect stencil for everyone. There just isn't. I think they only have like 3 or 4 shapes, so you have to kind of move the stencil around to make your own shape, but it's super easy once you get the hang of it, and it's very quick. Once you've done one eyebrow, you can go ahead and do the other one on the other side. Same steps, same shade, just move it around and, you know, work with what you get. Then I go in with the shade Heatherstone. This is the AirShadow by TEMPTU, and I just apply this to my crease area to build and deepen that crease. Further darken the crease, I'm going in with the shade Tiger's Eye, also an AirShadow color, and I just apply this right underneath that first shade. Then I like to go in with the Perfect Canvas foundation in the shade 10C to give it a warmer tone, and I just apply this throughout my crease as well to warm up that crease. Next, I like to go in with the shade Light Brown and Ash Brown. These are both Root Touch-Up shades. I back bubble, which is what I'm doing here, to mix the shades together, and I apply this to that outer corner, and then I drag it slightly into the crease, but not too much. And when you see me waving it around really fast, that's just drying it. I'm not pulling the trigger back. I'm just drying it with the air so it doesn't crease. Then going in with the shade Ash Brown alone, I use this just in the outer corner of the eye. Next, I'm going in with 10C again, and I'm blending this into the crease. Right before this, I actually cleaned out the airbrush with SB cleaner into an airbrush pot or a cup, and then I go in with Tiger's Eye to blend as well. And for my lid, I use this Perfect Canvas highlight color. This is in the shade Gold. And I just apply this to my lid, and then I'm wiggling it around, drying it. Then I can take off these shadow shields and move on to my next step. I like to go in with a Huda Beauty Lifeliner and line my eyes. You could do airbrush eyeliner, to be honest. You could totally do that. I don't have the correct products to do that with, and the one that I did end up using when I was practicing, it kind of smeared everywhere, so I have to figure out what kind of airbrush I can use to do that with. Then I go in with this Doll 10 pencil. This is in the shade, I can't remember, I think it's called Cocoa. And I just apply that to my waterline and smudge it out on my lower lash line. Now time for complexion. I love this Core 7 serum by TEMPTU. I just pour that straight into the airbrush after I've cleaned it, of course. And I just spray this all over my face for extra moisture and hydration. And before this, I also went ahead and moisturized, but this serum is a must-have for me. It's amazing, and it has really good ingredients to benefit your skin. Then I go in with the TEMPTU, this is the Brilliant Glow. This is in the shade Light Medium, and I spray that all over my face as well. And since we're building our color from light to dark, you don't have to keep cleaning the airbrush. Okay, so now I'm going in with my Doll 10 TCE concealer. You guys know this is my Ride or Die. This is in the shade Light Medium, and I just use this to conceal and correct anything that I need to conceal and correct before I go in with the airbrush, because I want to finish off with the airbrush. The foundation I'm going in with is the SB formula. I actually learned this method from Isabelle DeVries. She's worked with TEMPTU in the past. I'm in the shade number 4, and I mix it with this highlight shade, also SB formula, in the shade Light Pearl. Or no, sorry, Pink Pearl, I believe it is. And I just apply this to my skin. I back bubble, mix the colors together, and then I apply this to my skin. This is from Isabel's buttery skin look that she is very famous for. And I wanted to try it out on myself to see how I liked it. So that's what I'm doing here, just layering it on my face because I do like a full coverage look. But with this foundation, it just gives you the most beautiful finish. And you guys will kind of see what I'm talking about. And I'm using this little airbrush stencil to cover my eyebrows because I don't want them to look gray if the foundation gets on top of them. Next, I'm going into the SB contour shade in medium, and I'm just using this to contour my face. I didn't go too hard with the contour like I normally do. I wanted to go a little bit softer, so it's a little different for me, but I did love the finish of this. I'm going into the SB blush in the shade Nectar, and I'm mixing in some of that Pink Pearl shade again to give it a little bit of a luminous glow to my cheeks. And I'm just applying this to the apples of my cheeks and carrying it into that contour shade. And you'll see that there's a little bit of a sheen to it, and that comes from that Pink Pearl shade. Now I'm just adding a hint of Guava, just one drop, to what was in the pot already, and I'm just applying this to my cheeks as well. Now I'm going with the SB highlight shade in the shade White Shimmer, and the high def colors, also SB, in the shade Purple, and I just back bubble and mix these two together, and this is what I'm using for my highlight. The benefit of using these kind of airbrush shades is that you can mix and match the colors that you want to create on your face. So here I gave myself like a purpley highlight with that white shimmer, and it just complements this look so well, as you can see. I just also applied this to the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, the inner corners of my eyes, Cupid's bow, chin, and temple area as well. And of course the high points of my cheeks, like usual. Then I'm going in with the mixing medium. I learned this trick from Isabel as well, and I just apply this all over my face for like that dewy finish, and it just came together so well and melted all these products together so beautifully. I was so impressed. So thank you, Isabel, for that trick. Next, I'm going in with my Gerard Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Sugar and Spice, and I'm just using this to line my lips. And then I go in with the YSL Tatouage Couture liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade 23, and I top it off in the center with a little bit of Jeffree Star Cosmetics I'm Nude liquid lipstick to give it that perfect shade that I like that nude shade. I just love this combination. It's been one of my favorites. Then going in with the TEMPTU Built to Lash mascara, and I just put some mascara on my lashes, and then going in with these beautiful lashes by Farrah Pro Makeup. This is by the brand Lashylicious. It's Farrah's own brand, and these are in the shade Glammylicious. And that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I haven't done traditional airbrush on my channel. I just realized the TEMPTU AirPod Pro makes it so easy to do airbrush makeup with the AirPod that I don't really use traditional airbrush anymore, but I wanted to bring this to my channel and show you guys how I do it, and I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love you all so much, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.